What's up, everybody? Now, before I go into this Flex Friday, I want to give a big shout out to Chelsea Liss, who sent me her Raise the Bar shirt, which was very thick, solid, and tight, I'll tell you. Now, I decided that this Flex Friday, I wanted to readdress some of the things I was talking about in my Push to Failure video. I love the fact that we can kind of have a little bit of discussion in the comments. You guys can watch my videos and then give me your opinion, and then I can re-evaluate how I want to talk about it, because I feel like my point got across correctly, but I realized that it was actually, it was misconceived in certain ways. Now, a lot of people are saying that you can get progressive overload the way that you actually grow. You can make progressive overload happen without going to failure, and that's absolutely true. The amount of volume that you do in your entire workout pretty much dictates how well of a workout is going and how much mass you're going to gain from it, meaning that the amount of reps, the amount of sets, and the amount of weight you're doing, all three of those contribute into the total volume for the workout. So a higher volume is better. But I will say that there are some exceptions, like for example, say if you did 200 sets of 1,000 reps, I'm giving you an exaggeration, but say you do like 30 reps per set with a really light weight, that's not going to be as effective as pushing to failure with something else. That was kind of my point, but I do realize that overall volume is very important. I should have been more clear in the video, because when I said I think people should go to failure until you have the knowledge to actually be able to program yourself not to go to failure, what I meant was if you're a straight beginner, you don't know what you're doing, and you're just starting to lift, you should push yourself as hard as you can instead of trying to like read about these 1 rep maxes, because you don't know what your 1 rep max is. You don't know what kind of weight you can move yet. So I think that if you're just starting, you should start just pushing weights, failing on heavy compounds, doing some isolations here and there, really trying to figure out your muscles. But I agree that failing every single set, especially once you have the knowledge to do other things, is not the best way to go at it. Now look, just like I said in the last video, there are tons of times when you shouldn't go to failure. For example, today when I was doing legs, I wanted to get a few sets of 10. I went 4 sets of 10 reps. Now I wouldn't have been able to get 40 reps if I would have gone the first set 16. That probably would have been where I burnt out, and the next one I probably would have gotten like 11. The next one I probably would have gotten like 6 or something. So I would have burnt myself out early. By pacing myself, because I knew that I wanted to get 4 sets of 10, I was able to do it. So you guys are seeing all 3 of those sets overlaid over this footage. But starting with 10 on the first set when I was fresh, I felt like I could do more, but I knew I should pace myself. And because I paced myself, I was able to get all 4 sets out with 10 reps, and I was able to do it in a decently quick amount of time, whereas if I would have gone to failure every time, I wouldn't have gotten any of that volume done as quickly. Another thing that I want to address that was posted in the comments a lot is that you shouldn't go to failure if you don't have someone spotting you. So if you're on the bench, barbell bench or something, don't go to failure and drop it on your throat. What I mean is that, if you're doing squats inside of a power cage and you're comfortable failing, you can totally go to failure. That's fine if you wanted to. If you're doing dumbbell chest press, I go to failure a lot, because right after I fail, I can drop them. Barbell, of course, you don't want to go to failure unless you really know what you're doing, and not a lot of people do. But yeah, there's things where you should go to failure and you shouldn't go to failure. Make sure that if you are going to failure, that it is safe. I really don't want you to hurt yourself, so make sure it's safe, and make sure that you have a spotter if you need one. And one of the last things I want to address is that for some reason in my mind, I sometimes forget that people are training for strength. Powerlifting and strength training is becoming a much bigger thing in the world, in the entire fitness lifestyle, because it used to be just about aesthetics. It used to be just about building size, and I'm still kind of stuck thinking that everyone is still just trying to do size. So a lot of my advice, I forget, it's not just about size, because that's what I'm about. I'm just about getting size. I don't care about my strength. A lot of times I give you advice from my perspective about how to build size, and building size works really well with going to failure, using drop sets, doing all sorts of different things that push you into failure and past failure. But when you're doing strength training, you don't want to do drop sets, you don't want to do failure sets, you don't want to do all that stuff all the time, because you want to be able to pace yourself, you want to be able to be strong, you don't want to waste yourself out on the first or second set. You want to be able to do 5x5 or whatever your protocol is for your powerlifting. So of course you don't want to always go to failure. I really wanted to clarify that, because I feel like a lot of people were confused. If you're going for power, if you're going for strength, then you should not go to failure every set. It will not benefit you as well as doing something that's more protocol based. But also, going back to my other point, you wouldn't be doing a very powerlifting protocol-esque workout if you weren't at least semi-experienced, you know what I'm saying? So my statement still stands that if you're in the first 0 to 6, 9 something months and you're just learning about your muscles, you're just learning how to push yourself, how to engage things, then I think failure is a great strategy, because you're going to get into disciplining yourself to go into the pain, feel the pain, and then when you go and do some strength or do whatever you plan on doing in the future, you'll be doing it better. Now, I don't know if this video actually clarified anything, or if it just sounded like a bunch more rambling, or if you guys disagree with me again. I hate putting up misinformation, so if I feel like there's anything that is misinformed, or if I feel like my ideas weren't displayed correctly, if I feel like people are misconceiving what I was trying to say, then I always try to clarify it. So that's what this video is. So I'd love to hear what you guys' opinions are. I'd love to hear what you think about, this new bit bit of information that I'm bringing to you guys. And also, I just wanted to say that LP's looking lovely in his Tahiti pink, which we only have one of each size left, so you guys should hop on that.
Everybody's favorite.
Ooh, are you fascia rolling?
I'm roller foshing.
Ooh, I need to fascia roll.
I'm rolling my power source.
Rolling your
He's the
butt?
power source of the body. The butt. Yes.
Rolling the butt.
Russian secret.
Rolling the butt. Big J, are you rolling the butt?
Lift heavy or die MIRIN! Yeah!